guys, it's Tomatoda, and today I wanted to share with you guys my experience selling at an artist alley at a medium-sized anime convention. I made a video a few months ago about my whole setup process and experience at a smaller convention called Setsukon, and at that time, it was the only convention that I've sold at. I did Setsukon for 3 years, but about a month ago from today-ish, I tried a different convention for the first time. It was the Louisville Comic-Con, or known as Louisville Con, and it was also a small convention. So my experience at Setsukon transferred over really well to Louisville Con. Like, everything worked without a hitch, just did things as I used to do them. But a few weeks ago, I did another new convention. New for me, I mean, like, not that the anime convention is new, it's just, it was my first time there, and it was called Anime St. Louis in Missouri, and that was my first time at a bigger convention. In the email that I got from the organizers, they said that they expect at least 6,000 attendees? You know what I mean, 6,000 people there. But I'm pretty sure that it was like way more than that. And a few of the people that I talked to at the convention were saying that, like, just by eyeballing it, they think it's at least double the numbers, or like at least 10,000 attendants. There were a lot of people. So that would put Anime St. Louis into the medium-sized anime convention category, I think. A lot of my info here, I'm just learning from other experienced artist alleys, so like, don't take my word as fact, but they said this would be considered a medium-sized convention, and I agree with them. I have no choice. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's right. So I'm gonna call it a medium-sized convention, and it was my first time at a medium-sized convention. All in all though, this experience was like a punch in the face. In a good way, I mean. Like, it was kind of like a wake-up call. It was just a eye-opening experience in terms of my business and artist alley. It made me rethink a lot of things about Tomatoda. Not the YouTube side, but like, you know, the product side. And I kind of wanted to share that in this video, I guess. Originally, I wanted this to be a vlog, but as there were so many things I was not prepared for, I feel like I got fucked in the ass, not gonna lie. But in a good way, I think. I don't know where I'm going with this, sorry. Anyways, the footage that you're seeing right now is from the St. Louis Zoo, which is like freaking amazing. It's the best zoo I've ever been to. You know, I've only been to like maybe 2 or 3 zoos, but out of all of them, this is like the best zoo I've ever been to. And on top of that, it's free. It's fucking free. I love free. So if you're in St. Louis, definitely check it out. Later, we went to the botanical garden, which isn't free, but it's also really, really nice. So I'm glad we went. I'm a little bit sad that there are some things that I didn't get to go to because we didn't have time. Maybe next year, hopefully. Anime St. Louis, this anime convention, is 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And they give you Thursday afternoon/evening and also Friday morning/afternoon to set up. So we could have definitely arrived and set up on Friday morning, but me and my husband came on Thursday morning so that we can, you know, enjoy doing things in Missouri. And then we set up later that evening. We drove to St. Louis, which is about a 4-hour drive, so it wasn't bad at all. That means that I can bring as much shit as I want, and I don't have to like cram pack everything. I can like spread it out a little bit, just so like I don't have to worry about things being broken or things being crumpled or wrinkled. So I am finished with my setup, which I actually like because I think functionality-wise it looks really good. But I'm a little bit sad because of that backdrop that person has over there. It kind of like, it just looks bad. So I kind of wish I did go with my classic one. Next time I'm just going to go with my classic one because I think it hides the whatever is behind it. But I mean, I'm not gonna fucking change it. I'm tired now. Like, this is done. Here it is all draped. We ended up needing clips at the top and clips over there to keep it from falling over. Whoops. Thank you guys for the clips.
Yeah, no worries. We're here for you.
Yes. I didn't do this at Setsucon, but at most conventions, at the end of the day, artists will drape over their setup to prevent easy theft, I think. Of course, it's not going to actually prevent theft. Like, if you wanted to, you can. It's a fucking piece of cloth. But I think it just makes it more difficult. And actually at Setsucon too, the exhibit halls were actually locked after hours, and they have security. But sometimes shit happens, you know? So that's why you wanna drape over the setup and make sure you read in your moving kit. There's like a whole bunch of details. It's like the fine print kind of thing, but make sure that you read it carefully because it'll state whether or not the exhibit hall is locked and secure after hours, because not all conventions are. So the table across from me is a no-show, so nobody's there. One thing which was nice, I read it in the email, but I didn't really know how the whole process would work. But there is a staff member that will come around during the open hours and ask if you need any food or water or a quick bathroom break. So if you're doing a booth by yourself, it'll definitely come in handy. Like, they'll watch over your stuff while you need to go do what you need, or if you can't move from your place, they'll bring stuff to you. So I thought you had to flag them down or something, but the staff actually went around each table and asked if we needed anything. So very, very much appreciated. Day 2, Saturday is the main day, and I didn't take much footage, but it was really fun and it gave me a lot to think about. Functionality wise, I really liked the setup that I had. People were able to see things easier because my stuff is on the smaller side, you know, and it was easier to reach the products too. But aesthetic wise, I did not like it. It felt like I was wearing a potato sack at a school dance or something. So it is the end of day 2, Saturday, and the table in front of me, someone actually took it. There's Teresa, her cosplay.
I'm embarrassed.
Too late.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Tomorrow too, if you need me to watch.
Yeah. No,
I
was drinking so much water. It's really hot in here. That I'm I need to use the bathroom right now.
Yeah, you had so many people come to your table while you're gone, and I was they're asking me questions, and I'm I don't know, but you can wait a little bit. And then all that crowd was there, and then you came, and I was
Thank God.
Yes, I know. Sorry.
It's okay. You did great, because I was just going, oh wait, I need to put back all my cosplay together.
Yeah, the cosplay takes a lot to go to the bathroom.
It's dang it.
Yeah. Are you cosplaying tomorrow too?
No, it's just today. It's the hype day. I always cosplay as a hype day, and then the rest is just I'm casual now.
Yeah. Or you can wear diapers.
Oh my God, Emily, no.
I thought I over-prepared, but I ended up under-preparing. Yeah.
This con is popping. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Truly, one of your first biggest con.
Yeah.
And it's popping.
I was not ready for this at all, so.
Again, welcome to the big leagues.
Oh, thank you. I feel so honored. So, I actually sold out of these. You can see there's some empty spaces here. This is the last one left. I sold, I sold out, running low on stickers, rings, and people were able to see this finally and actually buy stuff, so which is nice. Sold out of stuff here, and then I sold out of my notebooks. So I ended up putting these extra earrings here, and because it's not anywhere near winter anymore. And then I actually sold a lot of these. I have to refill it, but nobody bought any of these, and I kind of figured because well, they're very specific. People saw this very well. And that concludes day 2. Day 3 was just as poppin' as day 2. but the hours are shorter. There were a few artists who started packing about 30 minutes to an hour before closing because they had a flight to catch or a long drive, which is, what we did at Setsicon. It's unavoidable, when you travel, you have to make certain timelines. But luckily for us, we did not have a flight to catch. All in all, it was a wonderful day.
Emergency maple syrup? Yes, just in case if you are like, oh, time for breakfast. Emergency maple syrup.
Was that from Cracker Barrel?
It is from Cracker Barrel, indeed. Indeed, the packaging is very, very kawaii.
Yes, it is our first time, well, my first time going to Cracker Barrel. Anyways, day 3, Sunday is done. Everybody's packing. We finished packing. Packing's always fast, but packing's a little bit haphazard. So when I go home, like last time, ship might break. We'll see. We'll see when I go home.
Nothing broke, thankfully. Not having to jam pack everything and just kind of spacing it out really helped. So when I brought it back, everything was fine. It's been 2 to 3 weeks since the convention, and I spent all of my profits, my gross profits, not my net profit, from Anime St. Louis, reinvesting into my business. I bought more crafting supplies, more packages, more setup material. I dropped over $1,000 on Vogue Race stuff and a few hundred more on other manufacturing products. So if you guys are curious about the numbers, my gross profit was $1,600. I could have probably made more if I had more stuff in stock. I thought I prepared a lot, but I did not prepare enough. Like the first few days I had already sold out of several things. I've always been on the conservative side when it came to ordering my artwork, like my manufactured goods, just because they don't sell as well as my handmade items on my website, which is, it makes sense because a lot of you guys who are following my Instagram account, you guys are following me for the handmade content, not the manufactured content. So I just assumed that in person too, that my handmade stuff would do a lot better than my manufactured stuff. But from Setsicon and Anime St. Louis, I realized that my manufactured stuff actually does really, really well. So it kind of gave me the confidence to invest more into that section, because I think seeing as how I ran out of just inventory in general, to fulfill that void, I would have to rely on manufactured goods. Of course, I will have handmade goods too, but yeah, there's only so much handmade things I can, make. So I am hoping that next time my profits will be a lot higher because I will have more things to sell. Let's hope. In terms of expenses, I didn't really calculate everything to a T. Like, I have all the receipts, I just threw them in the bag, but I estimate that they were about $600 in total. I probably could have knocked off another $100 or $200 if I arrived on Friday instead of Thursday, but I wanted to take this chance to enjoy St. Louis. So for both of me and my husband, the expenses include hotel, gas, food. The table was actually $200 for all 3 days, and it includes 2 badges, so good deal. $200 for the table and another $400 for whatever else we spent at St. Louis. My next convention is OMG Con in June, and for that I am definitely going to be redoing my whole setup. Not completely deviating from the original, but I'm gonna upgrade it, and for that convention hopefully I will film the beginning to the end, because I also invested in more I guess I didn't invest that much, but I did buy some new things for the setup. Did I really? I don't know. Just hopefully it looks better, okay? That's what I'm gonna say. Other than that, there's some things that I learned from this experience that I wanted to share with you guys. First, I'm going to start with my setup. So I'm going to be putting the bigger items like the tote bags and the scarves at the top. And then I'm going to put the smaller items like the charms and the jewelry towards the bottom so that people can see it easier and they can like actually grab it off. Like, yeah, so that they can grab it off and that, you know, they can touch it, they can look at it. I think it's just easier for everybody if the smaller items were at the bottom because it did sell a lot better that way. Another thing is I want to lessen the amount of shadows. How am I gonna do this? I don't know, I'll figure it out next month. But what I realized is wherever the shadow touches, like the side, not like this row, but like this, wherever the shadow touches, people don't seem to look at it as much, or like they kind of skim over it. So I think like just to make things stick in your eye more, catch your eye better, I'm gonna lessen the amount of shadows as much as possible. Also, I'm going to generalize the prices. Instead of like putting individual prices on those like canvases, I want to just group them together into one price, because I think it's going to help streamline the shopping process for customers, and it's also going to help us as sellers to like remember the pricing, because it was a little bit complicated when each one was a different price. I had to keep looking at the thumbtacks, and you know, that takes time. People are waiting, but yeah, just in person is just something I've noticed. I think that's it for my setup information. Next thing I wanted to share is that I had very few people come up to me and say, hey, I like your YouTube, I like your Instagram, and like that makes me so happy. Like honestly, I want to get up and give you a hug, but physically because of the table, and if I went around the table, there's crowds, it just makes it really awkward to like wait there and watch me like come around to give you a hug. Like inside, I am jumping for joy. When you guys come up to me and say that, I feel really happy. So thank you guys, first of all. But because I can't really do anything besides sit there and say thank you, I think it creates like a very awkward situation. At Anime St. Louis, I gave you guys some sticker sheets. I mean, I still have a lot of sticker sheets that I'm gonna give out to, but just specifically for like to kind of dissipate the awkward situation, the awkward thankfulness, I want to give you guys a print. So I ordered some mini prints to sell as well. I have like half of them, and then half of them are still on their way. But I also had a few extra prints printed just for like giving away. So, you know, next time when you come up to me and you know, I get really awkward but very thankful awkward, you know, I want to say, here you go, take it, I love you. Yeah, that's my plan. Now, the biggest thing that I learned from this experience is that I really undersell my work. I know I price my things on the lower side, and people and my friends have told me that, you know, I'm selling things for too cheap, but I didn't think it was like that low. I just thought it was like slightly lower until this convention. I price my handmade stuff based on stress rather than like time or material, because I just don't want to do the math, and most of the time I really enjoy making this, which is why I don't price them very high, I guess. I don't know, I just look at it and I'm just like, this was fun to make, I'll just price it at this. And you know, in terms of business, that's not very legit, but you know, I've always been happy with my price. I've been happy with just creating. I never really thought much into it, and for the first time ever, like I felt like I was devaluing my work. Like it was just a weird feeling, because you know, I've never felt this way before, but just the convention made me feel like, I mean, people weren't devaluing my work, but it was like, oh, is it really that cheap? Oh, what am I doing with myself? Like, I don't know, it was just a weird feeling and I didn't really know how to process it, and I don't know, it wasn't that great of a feeling knowing how cheap my work was and it should have been. But the funny thing is, even though I felt like that at the con and in my mind I had these new prices set up, when I came back home and I was organizing everything and I was like re-looking at my inventory, the prices that I set in my head at the convention, the higher prices, when I looked at it at home, I was like, no, that's way too expensive, that's way too high. And then I started lowering the price again at home because it just didn't feel like it was really worth that much money to me. I don't know, like at the convention I'll say, oh, this should have been $10. Why am I selling it for $7? Like, it should be $10. And then when I get home and I look at it, it's like, $10? Who the fuck is gonna pay $10 for this? Like, this is a $7 item, you know? And it was just really like funny. But I was talking to Mitten Apple about this and they made a good point. It's because like online, you're competing against the world versus at conventions, everyone's price is kind of set. Like, it's a market price, I guess. Online, I don't think there is a real market price. Like, sometimes I'll do research on Etsy to see how much should I sell this for, and it can range from like $5 to $20 for like the same amount of for the same item, or like the same amount of time it probably took this item to make. And you know, it's just a wild range. So, you know, when you're competing against that, I think your standard becomes that. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm actually going to just stick with my guts that I had at the convention and price everything a little bit higher than what I am comfortable doing at home, because the prices that I'm comfortable at home, I know it's going to be too low at the convention. I want to try to match the market price, I guess. I don't know, lots of thinking to do. It really, like, it was just a weird feeling. It was just, I'm sorry if my things become a little bit pricier. If it's too pricey, I could lower it, I guess. I don't know. I just need more experience. And hopefully with more experience, I will have more consistency. Right now, I feel like I'm just trying to discover myself. Like, at Setsicon and Louisville Comic-Con, I thought I was set. I was completely set. But then here at Anime St. Louis, I realized I don't know who the fuck I am or what the fuck I'm doing. So this whole experience was like very impactful for me as like a business owner, and honestly, I can't wait to do more conventions. Like, they're really fun and I have a great time meeting all of you and just seeing all of you guys. Yeah, I love it. So hopefully I will improve, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Yeah, he's so cute. Come on, focus. Focus, you piece of shit.